Softball, baby. Red up, you know.
Not naturally as big a man as those other welterweights. So start there. That's a fair point. He moved up in weight, Barrios. So he's not a naturally big, natural welterweight.
Tank Gervonta, days prior to the eagerly anticipated fight between the Filipino legend and Mario Barrios. Davis had just arrived to Manny Pacquiao's training camp. The two boxers, who had previously been in the same weight category limelight, welcomed one another respectfully. Davis, nevertheless, didn't go home empty-handed. Inside sources, Tank's personal experience knocking out the towering Texan in 2021, according to the camp, gave Pacquiao intimate knowledge of Barrios' style, shortcomings, and tendencies. Insiders claim that Davis didn't hold back, giving Manny precise instructions on where to hit and when to move in, what some are describing as a potent display of intergenerational unity.
I was talking to somebody about Manny coming back fighting Mario Barrios.
Ouch.
And this was the analogy I gave. Your timing is just, it slows down. That's time. Time slows you down. And so to me, I think Manny has to come out very strong, very fast in the first couple of rounds because his gas tank ain't what it used to be. At 46 years old, you come out and let's just say hypothetically your gas is half full at 46 years old. I'd rather try to use that half tank
when I got something
in 2 or 3 rounds. And really get off on this kid because he has the kind of style. Styles make fights. He's got the perfect style for Manny to do what he do. But the further that fight goes, the more that's gonna go down. He ain't young no more when it does this. It ain't gonna do this no more. It ain't gonna go down and then come back up. He not gonna create space, take a deep breath, and that thing shoot up the way it used to. He ain't gonna do that. You know?
Coach and his longtime coaching team had reconnected with 46-year-old Pacquiao, reinvigorating the same inner circle that propelled him to 8 division dominance. Though cognizant of the weight of the previous 4 years, with controlled,
Pacquiao in the winner.
Well, look, Freddie, I appreciate your time.
Manny's wife will get mad at me for saying that.
Trying to drag him back out.
I talked to Manny on the phone, and he wants to fight one more time.
He wants to fight one more time.
He does.
Against not an exhibition, a professional fight.
He wants a real fight.
Who right now, though, could he fight?
We have. I haven't let him choose anyone yet. But the thing is, it's just his heart has. He said he wants one more fight, and then his wife called me up and said, "Don't let him fight, don't let him fight." And I try to be on her side and so forth. But like when a man in the sport wants to fight, you know, sometimes he's gonna fight. I agree with you. He's gonna fight, and you know who? It doesn't matter.
Mario Barrios discussed his next fight with Manny Pacquiao in a recent interview. It's making significant analogies to his previous opponent, Tank Davis. Barrios remarked, "They're both little," acknowledging Pacquiao's size and quickness. Both possess excellent foot and hand speed. Despite his career-long height advantage, Barrios appreciates Pacquiao's record of defeating taller opponents.
Yeah, you know, it's very unserious, but yeah, man. I mean, I know he's gonna bring it whenever we step in there, and but yeah, right now all the media, everything, you know, it's fun, you know, it's all smiles, but both of us, man.
When you first got to the pay-per-view level, there was like an adjustment period. You had to get used to it, and was there any nerves up there? Because this is even another level than the Tank fight and the Thurman fight.
Nah, no nerves. Like how you said, I think those fights, you know, have only, you know, prepared me, you know, for this level, and now, you know, doing like all this media stuff. Like, I mean, I've always hated this, right? I still do, but I've definitely, you know, gotten a lot more comfortable with it, or just used to it.
All right, guys, last question, guys.
The Tank fight that you learned with the slick, fast southpaw with lightning fast hands. What do you think you can take from your experience with Tank and apply it to Manny?
I think I could take a lot from that fight, actually, man. You know, like the way Tank, you know, you use the way he closes his distance. You know, the way, you know, like he worked off his speed. You know,
Its response to a question concerning the cordial atmosphere during their face-off, Barrios stated that Pacquiao is humorous outside of the ring, but becomes serious within. It's really unserious, but when we get in there, you know he's going to bring it. Barrios underlined that he learned important lessons from Tank Davis's ability to close gap and erupt with speed. Lessons he now hopes to utilize against Pacquiao.
You're a lot bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I knew there was gonna be a height difference regardless. I've been dealing with that my whole career. I mean, I started pro at 122, so I mean, I've always had, you know, like the height advantage of most of the guys I have fought. But I mean, you know, it's still dangerous. You know, he has fought you know, plenty of people with my height before, and they're very successful. So I mean, I know, like, it's just, yeah, I just gotta go in there and do what I'm training for.
Mario, you know, I can't recall who said it, but they said once Pacquiao gets you smiling, it's like he's got you or something. And you guys were sharing a lot of smiles. What do you think about that, man?
I don't know, man. I feel like I knew the face-off just, you know, being in front of it. I've been seeing a face-off people since I was a kid. You know, he's a very unserious person, but he's very serious when he steps in the ring.
Mario Barrios has declared he's fully prepared for war, adopting a kill or be killed mindset ahead of his next fight. Drawing motivation from Manny Pacquiao's tough loss to Yordenis Ugas, Barrios emphasized that he's willing to go to any length to win. He's been training intensely with his team, believing that every fight in his career has led to this defining moment. Meanwhile, Manny Pacquiao has expressed serious interest in facing Gervonta Tank Davis should he defeat Barrios. In a November 2023 interview, Pacquiao stated, "Davis is a good fighter. If he comes up to 147, then we can fight." His longtime advisor, Sean Gibbons, echoed that sentiment, calling a Pacquiao versus Davis showdown a dream fight. Gibbons even suggested Pacquiao could offer Davis a shot at the WBC welterweight title. At 46, Pacquiao remains fearless, declaring he's ready to challenge elite opponents, including younger power punchers like Davis.
Manny, they keep mentioning Gervonta Davis. They keep talking about Gervonta Davis as a possible fight, Manny. You like that fight? Because he's little, like, he's your size.
I like that. I like that. I mean, I like that, but, you know, let's finish first this one, because this one is a taller champion like that. So I have a lot of things to do in training camp.
Joe Rogan, however, has lauded Gervonta Tank Davis's fighting technique, describing him as a tough and entertaining opponent to watch. Tank is one of the most fascinating fighters to watch because he is so unique, he said recently on his podcast. You know, his style is so distinct. He's quite frugal. He has praised Davis's effectiveness in the ring and pointed out how Tank employs precise, understated moves to have the most impact. Rogan's admiration perfectly captures why Davis is regarded as a top opponent. He is difficult to beat because of his unique, slick southpaw style, which keeps opponents guessing.
Tank is one of the most interesting fighters to watch because he's so different. His style is so different. You know, he's so economical. Like, he puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out, and the way he can explode and move in with one shot, my God.
Yeah, he very explosive, and he be cracking them dudes. Hey, he be putting them to sleep.
Just cracking people.
Yeah.
And he has so much confidence in his power.
So, you know, he just, in his mind, he know it's a matter of time before I catch.
Analysts have often compared Gervonta Davis and Mario Barrios, highlighting the clash between Davis's compact explosiveness and Barrios's rangy versatility. In their bout, the 5'5" southpaw slugger Davis showcased his trademark power and precision, landing 45% of his power punches and scoring 3 knockdowns en route to an 11th round TKO, despite standing nearly 6 inches taller. Barrios used his jab effectively in 6 of the first 10 rounds, but many noted it lacked the sting to keep Davis from closing the distance. Stylistically, Davis baited Barrios into coming forward, then punished him with slick countersooks and uppercuts too, both head and body. Still, Barrios earned praise for his toughness. His defensive guard absorbed heavy shots, and he showed true grit by repeatedly rising from knockdowns, proving he could withstand elite-level pressure and stay competitive against a powerful, relentless opponent like Tank.
And what time is it, y'all? Time to start a debate inside a barbershop. We're gonna pit Mario Barrios against Tank Gervonta Davis. Yes, sir. Starting with the champion, the pride and joy of San Antonio, Texas, Mario Barrios. He stands at 5'10" with a 71-inch reach. He's currently undefeated at 26-0 with 17 knockouts. He is the man that holds the WBA regular junior welterweight championship belt. The challenger, representing Baltimore, Maryland, Tank Gervonta Davis. He stands at 5'5.5" with a 67.5-inch reach. His record, 24-0 with 23 knockouts. Wait a minute, don't be so quick to throw this guy under the bus. Yes, we know Tank Gervonta Davis is a knockout machine, but he's only ever knocked out people he can weight bully. What happens when he has to go up 2 weight classes, gives up 5 inches in height and almost 4 inches in reach to a man who can establish his jab well, knows his distance, and puts in good body work? Oh, did I mention he's also coached by Virgil Hunter? That's Andre Ward's coach, so you know he's going to come in there with a game plan. I'm going to go against the grain, and I'm going to pick him to win by 12-round unanimous decision. What do you think?
Tim Tissou's evaluation of Manny Pacquiao's comeback fight against Mario Barrios on July 19th was direct. The former WBO super welterweight champion said that he doesn't see Manny winning in a statement following the much awaited press tour. He made it clear that he believes age has a significant role. What a beast Mario Barrios is. Manny has a difficult struggle at the age of 30. He did concede, though, that Pacquiao is unpredictable, stating, "No. It wouldn't surprise me because he's Manny Pacquiao. He surprises everyone." Observe how Zaw's remarks highlight the main idea. A ripe, hungry champion up against a famous underdog. Full Pacquiao refuted this story, though. He underlined that he is now completely focused, rested, and mentally sharp, which is the key reason why his return fight against Mario Barrios is fundamentally different from his defeat to Yordenis Ugas. Pacquiao claims that this time he is fully dedicated, unlike in the Ugas fight when he acknowledged that he had trouble with range and conditioning, and that his legs were cramping. He has maintained his quickness and mobility while training. He emphasized that he is gunning for 2 or 3 more fights, and that he is no longer carrying personal distractions after honing his skills after a 4-year break. Fueled by passion and a strong will to recover a crown.
I think Barrios wins. I think young, and it's hard with age. But I think if anyone was going to do it, Manny Pacquiao's the man.
Tell us about your preparation for Mario Barrios. How is it different to 4 years ago when you faced Ugas?
The different, I'm more focused right now. No distraction, I really focus on the whole training camp and focus on stamina, focus on techniques. He is a champion. He is a fighter that, we cannot underestimate him. He's taller than me. He has the advantage, but we prepare for that. Just watch on July 19th. It's gonna be a good fight.
Manny's a generational, talented fighter, but I don't feel like, he did it on his own.
I don't think Pacquiao took steroids. Really, the Mayweathers questioned it and drilled them on it, and that made people pick a side. I can't say that means Pacquiao was on something. And the reason why is because Pacquiao may have been the most tested fighter of all time. He never failed a test. Floyd did. So you're talking about a situation where now you're just saying he's so good that he must be on something. But number 2, Crawford said Pacquiao was knocking everybody out until he took the test. That was a damn lie. Pacquiao power went down after he went up. Pacquiao didn't knock out anybody at welterweight. That had nothing to do with the test. He went up and he ain't knocked anyone out at welterweight. Oh, he knocked out Ricky Hatton. That was at 140. Floyd knocked out Ricky Hatton. So that doesn't say that Pacquiao had steroid power. He wasn't knocking out anybody. Yeah, he was beating them up.